An event. It's called British Armed Forces Inspire. So BOPA and Mercia Lion Club have joined together with British Armed Forces, which is Army, Royal Navy, Royal Air Force, and we are holding an event where we are trying to engage the communities with British Armed Forces. It's going to be a fantastic event supported by British Army. There are going to be cultural programs supported by all communities from Midland areas, Birmingham, Coventry, Rugby, Leicester, Wolverhampton. People are coming from all over the Midlands. And people have come from London, from Oxford. It's amazing how people are supporting this event. And I hope that everybody who's here, they enjoy the event. Thank you.
And namaste. We're all gathered here at the Albany Theatre to celebrate a wonderful evening with a lot of personalities from diverse communities, and I feel that it is a great privilege and honor for me to have been invited here, and we do have a good lineup of events, both culturally from diverse communities, and I'm very happy to be a part of this evening. Thank you.
I was delighted to join this Armed Forces Inspire event this evening, organised by BOPA and the local Armed Forces representatives. And I think it achieved two things. First of all, to help the community understand what its armed forces do and the role it plays in the fabric of our society, but also highlighting the varied careers available for young people today in the armed forces. And I think both those aims were well achieved this evening, mixed in then with a nice range of cultural activity emphasising the cultural diversity we have in the West Midlands. So I'm very grateful to both BOPA and the Armed Forces representatives for their participation in the event this evening.
So I'm Brigadier Robin Anderson Brown, and I'm the commander of 11th Signal and West Midlands Brigade, the senior military commander across the West Midlands, and we've enjoyed a terrific and tremendous evening this evening here in Coventry with the British Organisation of People of Asian Origin to help explain what the Army and the military do for defence and highlight how we as an employer are embracing the diverse and inclusive society that we have in UK, and been a tremendous opportunity to get together with the people of Coventry, and we've had a fantastic time with great cultural dancing and entertainment, an opportunity to really work together with the people of Coventry, which we're really grateful to BOPA for a fantastic evening. Thank you.
It's a wonderful opportunity for the community to know more about the British Army and the armed forces, including military, naval forces and British Air Force. People have a certain feeling and certain understanding of the Army, but this event will provide an excellent opportunity to know more what Army do in the public square, how Army deals with the civilians, because it's not always about Army being involved in wars and going out in the battlefields, but Army does a lot of work with the civilians and in the country. So it's a wonderful opportunity for the community to liaise with the Army officers and understand about the British Army. And I do hope these programs should be more and more, so people have clear understanding of the British Army. And because the people from the South Asian region has huge contributions for the British Army and for the defenses of Britain, so it's a wonderful celebration of the Army and the communities coming together.
My name is Colonel Stephen Cartwright. I head up the Army Engagement Group, and we're here representing the armed forces at a BOPA event in Coventry. The aim of this evening is to have an integration event to improve the understanding of the armed forces within the community, particularly here in Coventry, and to raise awareness of what we do and why we do it on behalf of the nation. We've talked about protecting the UK, we've talked about promoting prosperity, and we've talked about projecting our global influence as a nation. Specifically tonight, we wanted to explain that the values that we have in the British Armed Forces are very similar, if not the same, as many ethnic minority communities across the United Kingdom. And we're particularly keen to explain the wonderful opportunities there are within the armed forces for all members of the United Kingdom, no matter what society they come from and what ethnic group. We have an awful lot of trades that people can join, particularly in the engineering environments of both the RAF, the Navy, and also the British Army as well. It's been a great event. We've been well supported, and it's an event like this that we really do hope to perhaps dispel some of the myths that exist. But we are very looking forward to increasing our understanding of ethnic minority communities and recruiting more from those communities, because there is a lot of talent out there, and we would welcome the opportunity to let that talent grow within the armed forces and improve the security of the United Kingdom.
Is for the Royal Air Force to thank the people of Coventry for their support, kindness and warm welcome to the armed forces, and for the range of talent that they have provided to us to help us support our aim and mission in the world.
Hello everyone, I'm Rinji Lawati from Nuneaton, Nuneaton Carnival 2015. We're all here gathered today at Coventry to celebrate diversity, to culture, to celebrate different culture, and we're having a fantastic time. We're here to represent the Nuneaton Nepalese community. And yeah, we're having a fantastic time. As you can all see, it's a very busy event.
The purpose of this evening is to be both informative and enjoyable, and to make people aware of the wide contribution that all areas of society have made to the history of our great country.
My purpose of being here today as Miss Coventry in Warwickshire is to represent the area and just to support the British Armed Forces. I'm really looking forward to the event and I hope you enjoy it too.
I'm in Shropshire, my name's Rochelle and I'm here representing Shropshire, and the same thing, just to support the armed forces as well.
Hello, my name's Major Andy Johnson. I'm a Community Liaison Officer from 11 Signal and West Midland Brigade, the brigade headquarters that looks after the entire West Midlands region. The reason we're here today is to introduce the Army and the Armed Forces to the community within Coventry, to explain what the Armed Forces do as part of society, and then take the opportunity to ask for the community to ask questions of us. We're looking forward to this event, and hopefully we'll be rolling out similar events around the region in the months to come.
My name is Major Naveed Mohammed and I'm the National Liaison Officer for the British Army. I'm also the Chair of the Armed Forces Muslim Association. We're here tonight in Coventry at an event organised by BOPA, and it's very important that the British Army engages with all communities within the United Kingdom so that we can build a better understanding between us, so that the community understands what their army, what their armed forces is all about, as well as the army understanding about the community, so that we can have better relationships leading to better future working practices together.
I'm Corporal Anna Lavika of the Army Engagement Group, and we're here this evening to support the BOPA event that's happening right here in Coventry. The work that I do with the Army Engagement Group is we present to all our top cities, well, in every city in the United Kingdom. We even go as far as Jersey and Guernsey to do our presentations, to tell and inform influential members of society about the work the British Army is doing, and also focus on the four purposes, and as in the four purposes of our four main roles in the British Army. It's an absolute pleasure to be here right now this evening. We've had a really good opportunity in sort of informing our audience more from the RAF and also from our sister services, the Royal Navy. Thank you very much for watching, and hope that you would also consider visiting our careers office to take up a job in the armed forces. Thank you.
I'm glad to see that the Asian community, including Bangladesh community members, are actively involved with the British Army, and they are contributing towards the mainstream community. I thank BOPA for organizing this kind of events, commemorating the Asians' involvement with the British society and British Army.
Okay, we're gathered in Coventry this evening, for an event which has been organised by BOPA, and I'm very grateful to BOPA for organising an excellent event, getting all the communities together and come and listen to a presentation delivered by the Army, and it's been an excellent evening. Thank you.
ਜੈ ਗੁਰਦੇਵ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਵੰਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ। ਵਰਲਡ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਮੁਸਲਿਮ ਸਿੱਖ ਈਸਾਈ ਰਵਿਦਾਸੀਆ ਬਾਲਮੀਕ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਕਵੰਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਰੋਲ ਫੋਰਸ ਆ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਰੀ ਹੀ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਆਰਮੀ ਆਈ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਭਾਗ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਾਸੀ ਹਾਂ ਬ੍ਰਿਟਿਸ਼ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਟੂਗੈਦਰਿੰਗ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਛ ਰਹੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜੋ ਆਰਮੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰਵਿਦਾਸੀਆ ਕੌਮ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਆਉਣ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਆ।
I've just been to a fantastic evening of speeches and entertainment put on by BOPA, asking really the Asian community in this country to join the armed forces. And it was amazing to hear how the Asian community had really sort of contributed to the forces in both world wars and in conflicts since, and to hear about how amazing the population, amazingly sort of close the population is to the armed forces in Britain nowadays. And so a fantastic evening's entertainment, and I'm quite sure that lots of Asian young people now will actually join the armed forces in the United Kingdom.